Hello. So this session is to give a brief introduction about the Primus CRM solution. So in this session, I won't be going the details to the functionality and all. So I'll be just explaining how the system has been designed and has worked some very basic features of functionality. I won't be showing any mobile-based application features or too much of analytics. There will be other sessions for that. So I'll explain how this works. So basically, when a potential customer starts evaluating Primus CRM, they can start with creating a start day trial with just by giving the details and all, and then once they log in. So here, if you see here, right, I mean, there is this configuration menu. So what it does is that no, this is the place where we select all our configurations, right? Say whether you are allowing sales returns, there is what is the company currency, whether it's dollar, pound, or whatever, or rupees. Mm, then feedback rating benchmark. So this I'll explain what it is. So we have this feature of asking the feedbacks after sale, which is optional thing. We do have a rating system also, which rates from 0 to 10. So what it means is that 8, 9, and 10 is going to be considered as positive ratings, and anything below that is going to be considered as a negative rating. So the next parameter is for profiling, use past data from. It's mostly when you do the customer profile or item profile, so you are seeing the data from this period. Again, we have I think we have explained that before, the items and SKUs, SKU variants, also where we are setting the prices. Let's say that for items like say mobile phone or refrigerator or things like that, it would make more sense to set the prices on the item level. But if with the same item, is sold in multiple quantity, different quantities. Let's say that a pencil is sold individually as per as pack. Those kind of things, from the SKU level itself, the price may change. That's why we have this configuration. Then there are some trivial things. I'm not going to detail into it, but so this is where we configure our system. This is for customer management. All the configurations required for customer flow, workforce management, where you set up your priorities and um, uh, other options. Then there is inventory, whether you are going to keep track of inventory, whether there is a transform, how do we bring this, the whether we can actually sell without no inventory and all, without any inventory and all. Then authorizations, that like say the notes who and all is who has access to all of the data. The data is can be accessed in multiple dimensions, whether it's across this across divisions, or whether it's planning data, execution data, or analytical data. So here, like say that, I'll just give an example. So analytical reports too means that it's accessible to administrator, managers, or all users. So it means that all users are actually allowed to view the analytical data. Sales planning too, whether all managers or something. So it means that the as I said, there is planning, execution, and analysis. So the planning is accessible to who and all. Then there is delivery management. Again, that's mostly templates and all. So I will not go deep there. Now, as I said, I think our organization has, there is a one top level organization, and then there are multiple divisions. The divisions could be different sales teams, or this division could be different geographical locations. So we define all type of divisions. We say what is the type, whether it is a showroom, factory, or a distribution center, how many employees you have, and who is the manager, and those kind of stuff. Then we specify the users, who and all, so who are basically the sales associate or the users of the system. Here, right, we create one for which, so our user ID is typically that username at company name. So that even in the SaaS environment, we ensure that it's unique across the whole across the clients, because in the SaaS model, which division and what is the role of the user, password, and those kind of stuff. Then we have the recent codes. Recent codes, it's basically the recent codes. If I can say, it is the reasons why which business is happening or not happening. So we actually use it for SWOT analysis. So we capture it from inquiry, feedbacks. We capture it from follow-ups, sales leads, and many other places. So what it can be divided into two factors horizontally, which are um, external factors and internal factors. External factors are the factors in which you don't have any control, and internal factors are on which you are completely on control of it. Let's say that competition is an external factor, right? Because you cannot limit to it. But your efficiency, your own efficiency in delivery, or your own delivery in providing the client, that's an internal factor. So we define the factors like that, and then there are the factors which are harmful or helpful to us, that we say as positive or negative towards a business orientation. So based on this parameter, we do the SWOT analysis, which I think I'll explain that more in the how the SWOT what is the SWOT analysis in the analytical section. So here I'll just view this demo. This session is just for explaining how things have been set up. Then we have vendors from which we buy. Contacts is, as you know, and it's very basic for every CRM application. Carriers who you are delivery, whether it's whether you do the postal delivery or a courier service, or you deliver by your own agents. So those kind of things have actually we have split here. Then our merchandise is split into brands, categories, customers, brands, categories, products, items, and SKUs. I'll just explain what it is. Yeah, brands is self-explanatory. You know what it is. So every brand for which you sell. Then categories is nothing but the department, or the class of the product and what you're selling. As an example here, the appliances, electronics, entertainment equipments, photographics, music devices, clothing, water, furniture, however you would define that. Then there are products also, in along category. The category will have different kinds of products, like say television, gaming console, laptops, mobile phones, or whatever. So we have product FAQ. So basically the idea is here is that so as you can see here, right, for every product, what are the kinds of attributes, or what the user would be looking for. That is what is this means the FAQ. It's like which is the brand is most selling, which has the least complaint, or which stays forever. Those kind of questions which a customer would ask. That's what we save here. Here I'm setting the price range. So basically, for the washing machine, anything below 15,000 we consider it as an economic model. Anything beyond 15 to 25 we consider it as a lower medium. Then we have upper medium, something which costs between 25,000 to 40,000, and something which costs around above 40,000 in your currency is a top end model. So basically, when you create the items, we classify the items according to this thing. Then there we have these attributes. Attributes is again, the parameters, something which a product needs to have. Like for washing machine, whether it needs to be fully automatic, how much it can, its capacities, whether it's front load or top load, those kind of stuffs. Right? We now against these attributes, we set these attributes on the item level. The attribute values on the item level. Items. Okay, here we create the items. Say I'll take this item as an example here, right? So this is a washing machine. You specify, or what is your retail price. So based on it, it identifies the class of the product. Then you can see the variance. Okay, there has not been variance in here. Yeah. So there is one variant, one SKU variant here, the attribute, and such things have been specified here. So that is now again the SKU variance. SKU variance, I don't think I need to explain. It's just the extension of the item where you specify what the item is, and how much is there and all. Because since we read the price from the item level, you don't need to fill all those things. It will be reading from the item only. Then item images. So you for your marketing and all, right, you probably might need different images to be saved. So for this item, we have 3 different images set. Up to max 3 we allow. So when you send an email to the customer, or something like that, we actually use this image. You can actually upload your images from your system and have it stored in our documentation repository. item profile. Item profile is mostly, it shows the item here, the quantity which has been sold, which it's basically a summary, how what are been the sales, how the customer has reviewed it, any customer has wished for it, in document uploaded, and how is the inventory across various divisions. Those kind of things are being shown here. So customers, again, self-explanatory. You create your customers here. You can actually create them using the operations also. Then we have this loyalty, and in the customer configuration I have shown you this, right? So per so how much sale is required to have a one loyalty point, and how much loyalty point can be used to convert to discount. Those kind of setups we are coming here. So based on everything, every sale, we add to customer loyalty. That's what is being shown here. Wish list and all is functional thing, which I'll explain that later. So I'll explain how the sales target are set. You set up your targets here for your divisions. So basically the targets can be set in the line level divisions, brands, category, and products. So here I have set it only for the divisions. Now for the corporate, for the sales planning, I'll show it to you. Okay, just show Bangalore Q3 where we have no data. So this is the target for Bangalore division, where we have got many items, target set on many items for your sales associates, for the territories, for the brands that you are dealing, category and products. So the attribute based on which you have set the maximum value is going to be considered as your sales target there. And then in analytics you can actually check how much of this target have you been able to achieve. I mean, how much your sales associate were able to, how much the items were able to. So that gives a lot of flexibility here. I mean, the targeting is something is part of many CRM applications, but none of them has this kind of flexibility what we have here. Then have dashboard analytics. As I said, I'm not going to do it now. As part of this session, there will be another session for that in which you can see the video. Okay, then these are your operations. The alerts is mostly the something which is told to the user to do. I'll take an example. Let's say so this particular user is supposed to capture feedback. There is a sales lead to be followed upon. There is a new sales lead to be acted upon. Those kind of things are generated as alerts. You can actually select something and click on acknowledge to show that that has been actually acted upon. Then we have there are routine operations things, which again there will be another demo for that to explain the operations. So this is basically how the system is set and how the system is worked. Hope the session has been helpful. Thank you.